Good afternoon. We want to again thank you for your work and for your passion to support JCCs and JCC camps across North America. I'm going to begin today with the consent agenda, which was sent out last week with one item on it, and that was for all of us to approve the minutes from our May board meeting, which we shared. So, was there any questions or comments from anybody regarding the minutes? Okay. Can we get a motion? And I'm only seeing a handful of people on the screen, so
Yeah.
if somebody could identify for me who's raised a hand.
Rhea,
Rhea, thank you, to move forward to approve the motion. Is there a second with your name?
Second, David Begelfer.
David Begelfer, thank you. Everybody in favor, signify raising a hand. Are there any opposed? I'm not hearing of any, or abstentions. All right, thank you. We've approved that. I want to take a moment before I hand this over to Rabbi Dr. David Kessel for our interactive poetry and peoplehood segment to share the progress of our stakeholder partnership as we continue to build our new covenant with our field. So as of today, we are now up to 138 JCCs and JCC camps that are leaning in with us and are committed with us. Of that, 25 ambassadors, 102 partners, and 11 affiliates. What an extraordinary expression of partnership from our JCC movement across North America. We're very appreciative of that. And while Barak and the senior team work to identify ways to support JCC executives and their professional teams, we recognize that board chairs of local JCCs and JCC camps have played a major role in making this new stakeholder model a reality. One of our key priorities is to strengthen our relationships with these leaders. Many of us know that role well because we've been chairs of our own local JCCs ourselves. So with the High Holy Days approaching, this is an especially meaningful moment for us to reach out personally to every board chair to thank them for their leadership, to wish them a heartfelt Lashana Tova, and to ensure we are in relationship. Lisi will be leading this next step, and we're hoping that we can call on 25 of you or more to raise your hand to make 5 to 6 calls or emails to the board chairs of JCCs and JCC camps who have committed to being stakeholders. Each of these leaders has a story, and when we reach out personally and connect in gratitude, it strengthens our connection and collective future. If you'd like to take part, all we ask is that you please drop your name in the chat.
I can't find
And
it.
with that, in the coming days, Lisi and Annette would follow up with a short list of names for you and assignments, their contact information, and some simple talking points to guide your outreach. This is about building community together, grounded in shared purpose. And we want to thank you for being part of this effort and for helping us move this vision forward. So once again, we'd love to have 25 or more. The more we get, the less calls or emails each of us would have to do. But we would love to have a wonderful community reaching out to our community of board chairs and leaders that are out there within the JCC movement. Okay, I'm moving quickly now to some news and notes, what we can call the good and the welfare, something we need more now than ever. And here's a few things we're celebrating. Our own Rachel Hoffer and Jonathan Hoffer will be the 2025 honorees at the Valley of the Sun JCC, where they will receive the William S. Levine Family Community Excellence Award, which recognizes leadership, vision, service, and philanthropic support. They will be honored on December 13th of this year. We're very excited for them. And I will be in the house for that event. And this award, the Levine Family Community Excellence Award, celebrates those who embody Tzedakah and Tikkun Olam to inspire lasting positive change in the Jewish community. And we're very proud of our own Jonathan Hoffer, but Rachel does some amazing work, and they are a power couple throughout North America in the JCC world, within the philanthropic world and the BBYO world. So congratulations there. Our own Howard Jacobson. This young man turned 85 on July 5th. Mazel tov, Howard. And Howard, along with his wife, Ro, will be honored by Kansas City Jewish Family Services next May during their 125th anniversary celebration. And as we learned from Howard in January, as a lifelong community leader, he has served on more than 50 boards over 60 years, mentoring countless executives and religious leaders and holding president or vice president roles in over 20 different organizations. So mazel tov to Howard. And as well, Howard and Scott Slobotsky are going to also serve as honorary chairs of those 2026 Kansas City games. So go team. Now we have Jane Rubin and Ken Rubin and their family on screen there, and they will be honored in St. Louis by the JCC there on November 16th, 2025. This recognition is part of Circles of Connection, leading to a vibrant tomorrow. Their leadership highlights a commitment to building a stronger, more connected community. And there you see a beautiful family picture there. So now moving on to Mazel Tov for Jane. And now Shelley Walk's daughter, Hannah, is engaged to Matthew Nelson with a wedding set for August 16th, 2026 at the Glidden House in Cleveland. So summertime activities back home in the Cleveland area for the girl who also lives in Tampa. So Shelley, mazel tov to you and your entire family. Wonderful news. And moving on now to Mark Fisher, CEO of the Mayerson JCC in Cincinnati and a JCC Association board member who's going to be honored on Thursday, September 18th, and who is retiring at the end of the month. Mark has done just a wonderful job as both a lay leader and a professional within the Cincinnati Jewish community. Pretty amazing. So Mark, congratulations. And we know you're not leaving. And finally, if you hadn't heard the news, I'm announcing it. But earlier in the week, our wonderful Jennifer Mamlet, who's still part of us, who's not part of us, but still part of us, became what I call a second chapter child, moving back over to where she originally was at the Ad Council, the Chief Development Officer, where she was just named. If you want to see the press release, you can go to Jennifer Mamlet, Ad Council, and about 40 different press releases. The same press release will pop up on a number of websites, but we're very proud of Jen as she begins her new role. We wish her all the best moving forward. So, anyone else have any news? Not seeing any news, I'm going to move on. They say that we continue to prioritize all these opportunities to engage you in all the work to advance JCC Association. We've touched on that we're going to be launching these new committees and task forces, and that'll be a focus of both what we do a little bit in October and also at our January 2026 meeting. So once again, to move forward, I also want to put these dates on your calendar as you see. For obviously, we're going to continue with the idea of these movement-wide leadership calls. So we'll have another one scheduled in November. Board update call December 16th, which will likely deal with that, possibly also our budget, I would hope, for 2026. And then board meeting January 12th to 13th in New York City. The board meeting again, May 4th to 5th, New York City. And perhaps we be on the road in October for our board meeting next year. So we will forward all those things, continue to see that, but please calendar all that for the future. So with that, I want to pass along a very warm Shana Tova and best wishes to each of you and your families moving into a new year, hopefully of sweetness and of peace as we move forward. So I'll be hanging around if anybody, Barack will be with me for a few minutes, but I want to wish you all well. And from that, we're going to now adjourn the meeting.